Hello everyone, welcome to Kingdom Youth Network. I do hope you're having a good day. I'd like to provide you with training today, and our topic for today is core values. Your core values are a set of internal principles that help to guide you and define the way that you behave or the way that you live your life. When I was doing the research, I discovered that core values are not necessarily values that you may intentionally choose for yourself. Sometimes, and a lot of times, core values are handed down to you by your parents and by the environment that you have around you. So it's important that you take the time to observe yourself, because you may have obtained positive core values from your parents and from the environment around you, or you may have obtained negative core values. For instance, if you state that your core values is service to others, but yet when an opportunity arises to actually serve people, you just sit back, observe, and let other people do the work. You can actually observe from your behavior in that circumstance and in that situation, you can observe that you don't really have a core value of service to people. Core values are important because, like I said, they are your guiding principles. They help to navigate the way that you live your life. And so when you observe yourself and when you're able to identify your negative and your positive core values, then you can be more intentional. If you have positive core values, that you can practice them more. But if you identify negative core values in your life, then you can be intentional about dealing with those core values and replacing them with positive core values. Now, core values are, like I said, principles that guide your life, but sometimes you might be having a bad day and you might not live according to those core values, and that's okay. I'm not saying, when I talk about core values, it doesn't mean that you always practice them. However, majority of the time, you can attest to the fact that you practice your core values, and those around you can actually vouch for you and say, yes, she's someone who likes to serve people, because it's evident for everyone to see. So when it comes to core values, it's important that you are very honest with yourself. And I had to ask myself the same question the other day. It's not a case of what should my core values be? That's the second question. But the first question is, what are my core values? What are the values that I live by every day right now? And so when you start from that standpoint, you can identify what needs to be changed, what needs to be practiced even more. Okay? So your core values are not what you want them to be, but they're actually what you're practicing from a day-to-day basis is what you're practicing. When you identify the positive and negative core values that you have, then you can take action steps to replace the negative core values with more positive core values. But core values are things that need to be practiced, so it takes discipline. It won't be changed. Your negative core values won't be changed in a day, but over time, the more you practice replacement core values that are more positive and more in line with where you want your life to go, over time, then it will become second nature. Over time, somebody else can say, actually, when I knew her back at school, when I knew him back at school, he used to act this way, but I can see that he has changed and this is how he lives his life. So my encouragement for you today is to really study yourself, to identify where your core values are, and to replace the negative core values with positive core values. In subsequent videos, I will be talking a little bit more about examples of positive core values and negative core values, so that you can actually make a decision as to how you want to lead your life. These are my thoughts for you today. Please feel free to share this video with whoever you think needs to hear it. Until next time, from my heart to yours, we'll take it easy. Bye.